So originally we thought this section would take us about 5 days, and now today is day 7. So going good, very slow. We'll get to town tomorrow.
So we only have 50 miles left in our hike across Utah, after already having walked 800 miles. From Arches National Park to Zion. We're only a few days away from finishing. Temperatures at this point in late May are consistently over 100 degrees every day, and it feels like walking through an oven. Especially so when there's not a single tree in sight to take a shaded break under. Our sun umbrellas at this point have been absolutely pivotal, as otherwise I don't think we'd be able to do what we are doing. So for now, we cross what is known as the Arizona Strip, what feels like an entirely barren desert landscape, with trees and small mountains off in the distance, which no matter how far we walk, we never seem to ever get any closer to. We pass through one final town, where we will pick up food for the final stretch. But this isn't just any town.
Back to Utah. It's a good time.
This town is infamous in a really terrible way. Colorado City and Hilldale, two unbelievably strange places which are best known for a fundamentalist Mormon cult which operated here for many years. There is a documentary about this place called Pray and Obey, if you are truly interested, which we made the strange choice to watch that documentary while staying the night in that town. And the next day, I don't think we could have gotten out of there any faster. After trudging through the most heinous sugar sand I've ever experienced in my life, we were well on our way again. I'd like to say all of the major difficult challenges of this trail are completely over with and behind us. But there is one section still to come that is known to be particularly tricky. Someone else we know of got lost there and wound up having to spend the night inside of a very narrow slot canyon called Fat Man's Misery, before being able to correct their mistake in daylight the next morning. We still have a day until we get there. The final obstacle before Zion National Park is known as the Barracks.
That's Zion National Park over there. We are 1 day away from finishing. I want to say maybe we have 25 miles to go, maybe just 20. Either way, we are extremely close. So we are going down there and following this canyon all the way to Zion. This is the Barracks, and the river down there is the East Fork of the Virgin River. For anyone that's been to Zion, you should know the Virgin River, as that is the one that runs right through the middle of the canyon. So we are unbelievably close.
With flash floods bringing new debris and washing large boulders down into this canyon, its challenge can vary from year to year. At this point, however, I think we are ready for just about anything, and can simply enjoy this most spectacular place. An oasis of wading through water among tall rock walls and cottonwood trees, before reaching the red carpet of our long journey. I wanted to do this hike originally because I wanted something difficult. I wanted something fully off-trail. Something that I had to deeply plan for. A hike where I wouldn't see anyone else, and to not know if I could complete something like this. Coming into the Hayduke, I wasn't sure if I should be training at rock climbing, or if I even had the skill and experience required to do this. In all accounts, I've been thoroughly surprised and happy with how everything has gone. In many ways, this was even harder than expected. And a lot of that is in regards to information. The Hayduke isn't a trail, and really, it's more of an idea. You could follow a GPS track you found online, but that track doesn't really exist. You could go left, you could go right, it doesn't matter. It is what is comfortable to you in the moment. The routes you'll find vary wildly. Some go far in one direction, and some go down a canyon, while others stay on top. One person will go this way, and another will deviate 50 miles in a different direction entirely. They are both correct. Everything out here is correct. And that is the beauty. This trail is whatever you want it to be. But if I have any suggestions, it is to take the way that challenges you most. That to me is what this trail is about. To really try something new and to get far out of your comfort zone. To travel 35 miles without seeing water. To scramble up or down some impossible cliff. To take 8 days when you thought 5 was enough. I've loved the grit out here, the destroyed shoes, the empty food bag, the crumbling rock beneath my feet, and the extreme temperature swings. I've also loved the beauty, which I've tried to capture, but surely can never come close to what is actually here. This place, this region, is immense. Sometimes too big, and other times it is the tiny details that really stand out. The flowers that are so defiantly choosing to live in a place they shouldn't. The creek that flows and disappears into nothing. The animals that only come out to play at night, sleeping through the day. The petroglyphs and pictographs in places hard to believe possible. This area is unlike anything else, and I love how well it either contrasts with or complements anything else I've ever done. Even through the worst times, I can't help but to think still that this is it. This is where I would like to be, over anywhere else.
That's Zion National Park. That is Checkerboard Mesa, I believe. But hey, we made it.
In the end, the Hayduke Trail is the greatest hike I have ever done. It is the most challenging hike I have ever done, and it is the most beautiful. They say that your first through hike, whatever it may be, will always be your favorite. And for many, that is the Pacific Crest Trail or the Appalachian Trail. But for me, that wisdom has been seriously challenged out here. As much as I love my first through hike, and as much as I think about it still to this day, almost 10 years later, the Hayduke, I think, has carved out a very special place in my heart. I have loved every moment of this. I have loved every dry stretch, every rock climb, every stupid error in navigation. If it weren't for the ever-increasing temperatures, I think I'd want to continue this journey on forever, to turn around and do it all over again. Back through the Grand Canyon, Bryce, Escalante, Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, Moab, and Arches. It has been 850 miles of pure adventure, true joy, and I already can't wait to do it all over again someday. Take different routes through these same areas and challenge myself in all new ways. I can't thank the creators of this route enough, Mike and Mitch. It really is such an incredible thing, and to think of you both doing this 20 years ago and pioneering this path yourselves is really amazing. In 20 years, gear has changed a lot and made some of the stuff easier. And the fact that other people have done it since you guys makes it a lot easier for us as well. But to be out there, just you two, going into areas where possibly no one had really ever been before, other than the native tribes themselves, is something that is unbelievable to me.
Wow.
I'd also like to thank Sprocket for doing this journey with me, for making every day so much more fun together, for pointing out every frog from Zion to Arches, and for putting up with my pickiness in where I would like to camp. I know sometimes putting up with me is probably very frustrating, so thank you for your patience, and thank you for your company. Just as well, thank you to Jamal Green for the incredible and invaluable resources. Thank you to Tuna Helper and Nick Barth, Twig, and everyone else who has come before us and have added to this little pool of information out there that can be found about this trail. We finished on June 4th, and we started on April 12th. It's been an incredible 52 days out here. We got rained on, we got snowed on, we walked through 115-degree days, day after day. We threw ourselves down into extremely remote and weird canyons, not knowing what we would find. And we came out with one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had in my life.
That is the Angel's Landing. The one above it. Uh-huh. Probably see people on it even.
Oh yeah, I do. Do you see them? I think like little dots at the top there.
Little dots.
No.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
I think the Weeping Wall.
Really?
Yeah, I think down there's the Weeping Wall.
In the end, there is no Hayduke Trail. There never was a Hayduke Trail. And I hope there never is a Hayduke Trail.
Well, we did it. What do you have to say about the Hayduke?
Best trail.
Best trail.
Best trail.
Wow. It's high praise. Where'd we go?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for a shower and some snacks. Maybe a
Snacks.
burger.
Yeah. Snacks for sure.
Catch some buses.
The Navy, they went there to live. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's a good spot.
That's awesome.
It's so different. I mean, everything is different. Every trail you go on is like, oh, this is new.
That is true.
that's Cable Mountain. That's where we finished. And right down there is the Weeping Wall, which is the official end of the Hayduke, but is closed due to rock slides and another one like way over there. So, I feel like we did it for sure. We've done more than what is prescribed.